Go out live to Kansas City and our man Tim Brandt. Tim?
All right, Jim, all eyes now are firmly focused on Kansas City. We're now ready to announce the 64-team field for the 1987 men's basketball tournament. The road to the Final Four does begin here today in Kansas City. And hello again, everybody. I'm Tim Brandt, and for the third year in a row, the NCAA tournament is a 64-team field, which means there will be no first-round buys. Of the 64 teams, there is a little bit of a switch this year. Instead of 29 automatic bids for conference champions, this year there are only 28. The reason for that, Memphis State won the Metro Conference Championship. Now, Memphis State, is on probation, cannot participate in the tournament. So, consequently, we had 36 at-large bids. The primary objective of the selection committee, they try to make it as balanced as possible in all 4 regions. There are 4 geographic regions. Now, before we go to the board, let us show you the 4 top seeds in the country. In the East, the Tar Heels of North Carolina. Dean Smith has done it again. In the Southeast, the Hoyas of Georgetown, which won the Big East tournament today. In the Midwest, the Hoosiers of Indiana. And in the West, the Running Rebels of UNLV. So now we're all set, and I'm going to go through this very slowly, so those of you at home can write it down and see where the team of your choice is playing and which bracket. Right now, we'll start in the East, in Charlotte, North Carolina. These games are Thursday and Friday, March 12th and 14th. The Tar Heels of North Carolina, which won the tournament in 1982. The last time the tournament was held in New Orleans, it was the Tar Heels against Georgetown, and what a game it was. The biggest crowd ever to watch this game. Dean Smith was masterful. It came down to this. Freddie Brown of Georgetown gave it up to James Worthy. Dean Smith had the title by a point. North Carolina will be going against Penn, which is 13-13. Tom Snyder's team, 2 tournament teams in the last 3 years with a combined record of 25-31. Navy, the Middies, reached the Final 8 last year. Michigan coming off a big win against Purdue. Notre Dame, 8 straight wins. Digger Phelps has them rolling 22-7. They'll go against Middle Tennessee State. TCU, the regular season SWC champ, 23-6 record there against the Thundering Herd of Marshall, the Southern Conference champion. In Syracuse at the Carrier Dome, these games will be played Friday and Sunday, March 13th and 15th. Florida, congratulations to Norm Sloan. First time the University of Florida has been in the NCAA tournament. NC State, Jim Valvano, what a year he had. He beat North Carolina, finally came back, and he's in the tournament with a 19-14 record. Purdue, the 5th straight NCAA appearance for the Boilermakers against Northeastern. West Virginia, out of the Atlantic 10 with a 23-7 record, go against the Hilltoppers of Western Kentucky. Syracuse, playing at home with a 26-6 record, will go against Georgia Southern. In the Southeast, in Atlanta, at the Omni, March 13th and 15th, these games will be played Friday and Sunday. Georgetown, the winner of the Big East tournament, the #1 seed, will go against Bucknell. In the Southeast, Kentucky, surprisingly high seed with an 18-10 record, goes against Ohio State. Kansas, led by Danny Manning, goes against Washington if Washington should win the Pac-10 today. If not, it will be Houston. Right now, the score in that game, UCLA leads it 61-53. They're in the second half. 9 minutes remain. Clemson, out of the Atlantic Coast Conference, will go against Southwest Missouri State from the Mid-Continent Conference. Now, in Birmingham at the Civic Center, these games will be played Thursday and Saturday, March 12th and 14th. Providence, first appearance since 1978. Alabama-Birmingham, the winner of the Sun Belt, is the 11th seed. Illinois, out of the Big Ten, gets the #3 seed and will play Austin Peay. First time for Austin Peay since 1974. In the Southeast, congratulations to the Privateers. A marvelous season. Their first trip, Division I, to the NCAA. Will play BYU. Alabama gets the #2 seed, the 6th straight appearance for Alabama, and they will go against North Carolina A&T, which beat Howard. So there you have it. Now we are halfway through the process, and we'll be back to look at the Midwest and the West.